What is up, Lions fans? It's the Analytics Den. Um, this is probably going to be one of my more negative streams. I know I generally try to be as positive as I can on the stream, but I am unbelievably pissed. Offense looked terrible yesterday. Defense looked terrible yesterday. Nothing looked good. Defense still didn't disguise their looks. They still allowed the opponents to run all over them. I so many things I'm mad about right now. Campbell keeps making the same mistakes. Now, first off, I want to talk about the Aaron freaking Glenn defenders. All this talk about how Aaron Glenn doesn't have talent or whatever, and it's okay that he sucks because it doesn't have anything. Houston is allowing 19 points a game. They held a top 5 offense to 6 points. They held Denver to 16. They held Indianapolis to 20. And you may be like, oh, those are bad teams, analytic. We can't even stop Bailey Zappi. We can't stop anyone. Carson Wentz scored 27 points on us. Bailey Zappi scored 29 on us. It does not matter. We are facing bad teams, and we are doing terrible. Houston has nobodies as well. For all this talk that there's no talent, they have like Jonathan Gennard and Derek Stingley, basically, and that's it. This is not a. That is. Where's the talent? Why is Lovie Smith not allowing 35 points a game or over 30 points a game? It's ridiculous. This is not a talent thing. It's a coaching issue. The defense is worse than last year. The defense got better talent-wise than last year. They added Hutchinson. Jeff Okuda got back and healthy, and he's playing well. You added a better strong safety than Will Harris. Low bar, I know. You added Rodrigo. McNeil's having a better year too than he has year one. So what is going on? Players are taking step backs, like Charles Harris. Tracy Walker got hurt. Amani O took a step back. Mike Hugin's having a career worst year. You're having to go with A.J. Parker. We all know he sucks. It's just not going well. Kicker is not looking good. And more importantly, I also want to get after Dan Campbell. The dude says, oh, this game's 100% on me. Also, let me just go blame Jared Goff because, he had a turnover. So, he lost to Seattle. Oh, and then New England? Yeah. Too many turnovers. That's the reason we lost. Or just other stuff like that. He just seems to say, oh, it's on me, but then he does the same crap over and over and then blames somebody like Jared Goff or blames somebody else. He'll never blame Aaron Glenn. He never actually seems to adjust and get better at what he does. It's ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason that our team should be 1-4 right now. None. I don't care that the defense had injuries. So have other teams. There are plenty of non-talented teams that have better defenses right now. It is ridiculous. It is outlandish. It is terrible coaching. We went for every time on fourth down, 4th and 9 being one of them, instead of just punting it. You have Jack Fox. You can freaking punt it. You had a field goal kicker. You could do it. The forced fumble was just putting out Logan Stenberg again for who knows reason why we put Logan Stenberg back out there. Only for Goff to try to escape pressure and he gets tacked from behind and causes a fumble. It was one of the dumbest decisions ever. You could have at least trusted your kicker to make a kick instead of just going for it on 4th and freaking 9. It's ridiculous. There is no reason that the team should be as bad as it is. We had the number 1 scoring offense. Like, I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Bryce, tell Jo that I say hi. It's just absolutely dumb. There's no reason. We are worse than the Panthers, who just fired their head coach, Matt Rule, on defense. It makes no sense. We are worse than the Ravens, who had just as many injuries as we did last year on defense. It's ridiculous. It's inexcusable. Offensively, we just got completely outcoached. I'm not surprised. It's Bill Belichick versus a rookie offensive coordinator. It was not a good game, but honestly, I'm not too surprised when your offense always has to be perfect and you're always playing from behind. There's going to be bad offensive days. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The only thing that is showing any form of positivity at all is our offense. It's just not looking good, man. Like I just don't know what should be done. I got like no answers, man. Like we just need improvement, man. We I think we need to make a trade too if we want to start winning games. Go trade for Brian Burns or something. Go get De'Aaron Payne. Go do something, man, because it is just not freaking working. It What we need to do. We need to keep our safety duo. I think Kirby's going to show some growth and get better as the season goes along. Elliott, I think, is our best strong safety. We need to keep Jeff Okuda out there. We need to put Chase Lucas in at slot. AJ Parker is also still trash. There's no reason that AJ Parker should have been playing. We should give other cornerbacks a look, like Jerry Jacobs or Bobby Price at outside corner. Um, we we just need to get healthy on the defensive line. Uh, we didn't give Demetrius Taylor as many looks as I thought we would have. Really don't know why they hyped up Demetrius Taylor. But still play Brockers a bunch. Yeah, he only played 13 snaps versus New England. We barely even played the guy that we were hyping up. It's just ridiculous. This team, oh, it's so frustrating. There was not the changes that everyone thought there was going to be. They just benched a whole bunch of players. Didn't be benched. We benched freaking Deshaun Elliott for a practice squad cornerback and Savion Smith, and I don't even know why we did. It's just ridiculous. Now, now we're also going to be facing the Dallas Cowboys next week, and I want to say, oh, we have a bye, 2 weeks. We're gonna win or whatever. Bro, Dallas is 4-1, and they just beat the Los Angeles Rams to a pulp, 22-10. They beat the Bengals this year. They beat the Giants, who are better than us. I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't even know if we can beat Dallas. I think we could maybe beat them. Who knows? That could be a big comeback game for us. And I want to say we're gonna win. It's gonna be my last game before my mission. But I don't know, man. This team just. I want to say offense will keep us in every game this year, for of course, New England. But man, it's just not looking good for us. I just there's not some analytic that I can pull up and be like, okay, we got some stuff here, we can build up from there. Defense is like none. The only positive stats that Detroit has on defense is Aiden Hutchinson's double team rate and being top 10 in pressures. And Jeff Okuda. That's basically it. And we have like 4 players that are doing anything at a decent level. None of them are playing at an extremely high level. Jeff Okuda, I guess, is kind of doing it, but he's still had his bad game versus Seattle, so even then he hasn't been a gem. It's just ridiculous. There's nothing we can do. I don't know what to do. It just seems very hopeless right now. I always try to be positive. I always try to think of the best for the team, but right now, man, we can't even do the small things. We had 2 miscommunications that allowed touchdowns apparently yesterday. How many times has that happened? I don't care about talent, okay? Miscommunications are a coaching thing, always. And that is what the whole job of what a coordinator is supposed to do: coordinate the freaking defense. We've had miscommunications almost every game of the Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn era. We don't disguise our looks. We blitz almost every play. We run when we shouldn't, and we pass when we shouldn't. It's just ridiculous. We are looking like a bad team. we're probably going to go from like the number one offense to like what, fifth now because of last week, maybe eighth. Let's see, like it's just frustrating because we should be better. We moved down to the third best offense instead of the first. Great, and that's just the thing. We just I know you guys always like me for my positivity. I always try to be positive, and I'm trying to think of points maybe to be like, hey, hold on, we got the stuff, we got a lot going, but I don't know. I'm trying. The one thing I will say though is I'm very tired of Brad Holmes haters because apparently since he hasn't been perfect in free agency and the draft, he's part of the blame for this, which to always an extent is true, but I don't think that much. Brad Holmes has still gotten some quality players. He drafted Aiden Hutchinson. He drafted Ellie McNeil. He drafted Penei Sewell. He drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown. He drafted Rodriguez. Um, he got us John Kaminsky. He got us Isaiah Bucks, who are good quality depth players. He re-signed Tracy Walker. He's gotten talent, and you can only get so many talents via the draft and prove it deals. He even got Josh Reynolds, by the way, too. But right now, I think this is definitely the off season where if Dan doesn't win another game, man, or if we only win one more, I honestly think he may deserve to be fired. I know he has that 6-year contract, but that your team got worse on a weaker schedule with a vastly improved offense, and you lost more games. Your coach hasn't shown any growth. Your defensive coordinator has massively regressed. I'd say right now, fire Dan Campbell if you can't win games. If we don't beat Chicago and Carolina, I'm going to be pissed. We need to have more wins than last year. It is inexcusable that we don't have more wins than last year. And truthfully, I don't care if McCampbell motivates his players. They're motivational candidates. I would gladly take a Dan Quinn right now. Get that experienced head coach. He's not gonna have to go through rookie head coach growing pains. He's done a great job at coordinating in both his spots. It's not a fluke for him as a coordinator. Um, he's an X and O's guy, but he's also a motivator. Falcons locker room loved him. Dallas loves him. Go bring in that guy. Go hire Gus Bradley once Frank Reich probably gets fired. Make him your defensive coordinator. Keep Ben Johnson offensive coordinator. Get yourself that kind of a thing. But at the same time, it's only Dan Campbell's second year. So I'm also like, well, maybe he just needs a new defensive coordinator, and unfortunately, he didn't see Aaron Glenn being bad. So I can give him that excuse. Except he's also still making his own issues. He's still going for it like it's Madden. He allowed Aaron Glenn to change the scheme. It's just dumb. It's ridiculous. Um, I don't know. I hate it, but I'm already looking at draft prospects right now. And it's not fun to think that, oh my gosh, I got to go look into draft prospects again. I already had to look into Jalen Carter a little bit last night. It's just ridiculous. I'm not a fan of what's going on right now. Even Dan Campbell looks defeated. And we need that motivational coach, man. Not a guy who's also going to be down himself. It's just not going to work. I also see a Mario Warrior. Say hello to Jo for me. I gotta go, guys. I think I'll try going live tomorrow. Um, I just wanted to get this little rant off. I'll maybe talk about some draft prospects and maybe what we can do to fix the team. All right, so you guys, love you all. One Pride.